Hello there, this is Battleborn again. In this video I want to talk about the common misconceptions about narcissists. And the reason I'm making this video is because I see that there is a lot of misinformation about what narcissists are and what they are not. And I also see a lot of people, especially within mainstream psychology, and I'm gonna describe to you what I mean by that. But I see a lot of these people that have read themselves up on the topic of narcissism, usually people that haven't really dealt with narcissists in their own life, giving other people that have lessons on how to deal with these people. So for instance, some people will say that the way to deal with a narcissist is to give them praise because then they will like you. And this is, dangerous advice to give to people because first of all, I wish that mainstream people within mainstream psychology, and with that I mean people with a degree, people that really haven't dealt with narcissists on their own in their own lives, would talk to victims of narcissists and use their information more often than just reading books and leaning on the criterias and the common misconceptions of what a narcissist is. Because, like I said, one of these things that they usually give people, when they advise people to stay in relationships with narcissists and how to do that, they say you should praise them, you should say that they are great people and all these things. And I will tell you what will happen if you do that. Narcissists do not like to get praised. They do not like compliments. And they do not like you if you like them. And I will tell you the reason why this is. Because narcissists know that the image, the very person that they display to you is fake. So when you give this person praise, you are reminding them of how fake they are and that this person really doesn't exist. So praising a narcissist is the worst thing you can actually do for yourself and for the narcissist. Because first of all, you are keeping this person from ever realizing what they're doing is wrong. And secondly, you're fooling yourself and you're wasting your precious time here on earth to lie to yourself and to this person. It is basically like the old story, as I have referred to earlier in one of my videos, about the emperor with no clothes. If you tell the emperor that, well, you look great, you look fantastic, the emperor will not realize that he is naked. And you are also fooling yourself. So this is some of the worst things you can ever do with a narcissist, to praise them, because you will see that it doesn't help, because the narcissist is so empty. They are so empty and they don't have anything within themselves. So when you praise them, when you tell them something, you only remind them, if you give them a compliment, you only remind them that they aren't good enough. And actually the narcissists also know that they are not in your league. Narcissists usually get together with people that can reflect good upon them. And they get together with people that they envy. And they know that what they're doing to you is wrong. And every time you forgive these people, or you basically try to understand them in some way, things get worse. Things get much worse because they don't want your forgiveness. They don't want your praise. They don't want any compliments from you. And this is what a lot of victims is struggling with, because they say, you know, the more loving I am towards this person that they think is a narcissist, the worse they become. And that is true, because they don't want love. Narcissists love to fight, and that is the way they get supply the easiest, is to deplete you of your good energy. That is what they're doing. And they are not depleting you of your good energy if you are in a loving state. So they have to disrupt your love, your peace. That is the way they get supply. So if you fight them, that's much better for the narcissist. If you have an argument with the narcissist, that is much better for the narcissist. And you will often see this after an argument or a fight, that they are much more calm and they seem much more satisfied, while you, on the other hand, is having the complete opposite reaction. You are now drained, you feel tired, you don't want to do anything. Then is the time the narcissist is active. They want to do stuff. Now they are all of a sudden pumped up. They are happy. So what is really going on here is a perversion of human relationships. And this is why it's so dangerous when people that work in this field, in psychology, they give people advice that you should only do a little bit more of this and only a little bit more of this. They don't understand the perverted nature of a narcissist. They are not after the normal things human beings are after in a relationship. If they knew what a narcissist is, they should actually advise their patients, if you want to call it, or the people that come to these people to get help to deal with narcissists. They should advise these people to fight the narcissist. Have as much fighting and arguments as possible, because that's when the narcissist actually is going to see you as a good supply. That's when they become happy. But of course, if they see that you enjoy this as well, they're not going to play into that. They're not stupid. And normal people is not going to be able to keep up this behavior for a long time, because people don't want to be in a state of war, and normal people want peace. That's what normal people want. Narcissists do not want that, because they are so chaotic within themselves, and they have such a deep hatred for who they are. And a lot of these people even don't know who they are. So if you try to love these people, it doesn't work, because they cannot love themselves. They don't understand what you're doing. If you try to love them, they are going to respond with anger and hate. That is what narcissists are about. And I wish that more people that reach out to a lot of people that have a big audience, would understand this and would communicate this. And some of them do. I'm not saying everyone within mainstream psychology do this, but a lot of them do, and I've seen this. And the people that helped me to realize what narcissism is and what narcissists truly are were people that were abused, people that had no degree, but people that have gone through this abuse themselves. And I think you can relate it to, if you listen into an historian talking about World War II and a survivor of World War II that really lived through the war, you will usually get a more or a clearer understanding of what war is when you listen to the survivor of the war, in contrast to an historian that will be more on the surface of the topic, what really happened, blah, blah, blah. Whereas the survivor will tell you how it felt, how it is. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm not making this video to kick anyone around. I think, like I've always said in my videos, that all information and all people that speak about narcissism every contribution to this is important, but when there is people that speak with a lot of authority and are clearly not well informed about what this is, it can actually do more damage. And especially when they go in and they use these generalizations about how people should treat narcissists, and they go on to say, well, we have to treat them we can't just put them on an island. And of course not, we can't do that. But to say that we should praise these people and we should play into their delusions, because that's what they really are suffering from. They are not working in reality, and they are not working in logic. They are not logical people. They are anti-reasoning. They can't be reasoned with. So when people give these advice, I see that this is dangerous, and this will cause a lot of harm to people when people are listening into this. And if they suspect that they are, dealing with true narcissists, this is not the way to go about it. Absolutely not. The only way is no contact. And this goes even within families. So thank you for listening in, and have a good day.